Talking to Gen Z, I've done more of that in the last 5 years than probably any other time I could think of. Because the staff, they're mostly staff here. And, not only, well, when I was your age, blah, 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 I realized the difference the significance of learning what was before me, what I experienced personally in my day, and what's going on now is significant, especially in things like tech. And also, when I was in college, everybody I knew was in engineering classes. And most of them worked at Hanford, and I worked with all kinds of engineers. Instrumentation controls, chemical, environmental, mechanical. They were around me. I wasn't looking. I did mostly drawings that all of them used, or could use. But, so in that kind of environment, they're all computer, they know, they use computers every day. They're computer literate. Knowing things about the chips is just understood that they also know about what kind of chips their computers have, what to ask the boss for, this kind of thing. And I learned just sometimes one time I was talking to a secretary and she says, "Oh, well, I'd just like to know how everything works." And so I pointed to her computer and I said, "What kind of processor is that?" She would give me this look. I said, "I thought you wanted to know." He had no idea what I was talking about. And I recently did that with a staffer. I didn't expect her to know. She didn't know what Intel was. So I tried to explain it as simple as I could. That, back in the beginning, the earliest known electrical computers were in World War II. The Bombays used to break the German Enigma were rooms full of computers that just went through insanely high high com high iterations of combinations. And then there's always been rooms full of computers costing millions of dollars. And the earliest ones, after that, they could do less than what a calculator can do. And then I realized, oh my gosh, do I have to explain what a calculator is? I remember that I had a calculator watch in high school. It had a database memory of like 50 phone numbers you could program into it. And that was high tech. And the one didn't know what electronics were. The components, like transistors and so on. Because even if they do see the inside of a phone, you won't see that in there, even though they do have them. Okay, well, before cell phones, there were, I don't know when integrated, I'm not sure of the exact timeline of integrated circuits, but before they were prevalent anyways, they had transistors, diodes, capacitors that I assembled as I worked with as a kid on Radio Shack boards where you had springs and wire them together with the instructions and connect everything from water detectors to built a crystal radio uh, and a variety of projects. I don't remember what all they could do, but so I explained that to her. I said,